Here are 3 fun ways to make a crochet heart. Hey friends, today I'll be walking you through the process of making a flat crochet heart, a poofy 3D heart, as well as a granny square crochet heart. Let's first start with the basic flat crochet heart. First, we'll start with a magic ring or a magic circle. You'll wrap the yarn around 3 fingers and once more across the first strand. You'll insert your hook under the first strand and you'll pull that second strand through the first strand in a scoop up motion. You'll hold on to the top of that loop that you just made. You'll pick up the working yarn and return the loop back to your non-dominant hand. Now we'll start with 2 chains. You can release the tail from the loop. From here, we'll be working 3 treble crochet stitches through the magic ring. You'll yarn over twice, insert your hook through the magic ring, you'll draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll do this 2 more times. Next, we'll work 4 double crochet stitches. You'll yarn over, insert your hook to the magic ring, you'll draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we'll be working 1 treble crochet stitch. This will be the pointy tip at the bottom of the heart. Now you'll be able to see the 1/2 of a heart with the treble stitch facing downwards. From here, we'll repeat the entire stitch that we did on the other side in a reverse order. So we'll work 4 double crochet stitches. Followed by 3 treble crochet stitches. If you feel that the magic ring is a little bit too big, go ahead and pull the tail to shorten the ring. Now our last stitch would be 2 chains. And we'll insert a hook through that magic ring and work a slip stitch. Now you can go ahead and tighten up that magic ring and pull it tight. And there you go, you just made a mini crochet heart. Now let's continue on to the next round. We'll chain 1 to start the next round and we'll work 2 single crochets through the chain space that we did in the previous round. 1 and 2. Now into that next stitch, go ahead and work 3 double crochet stitches. Next, you'll repeat this 3 double crochet increase 2 more times. Once you've completed all 3 double crochet increase stitches, we'll now work a double crochet stitch into the next 3 stitches. This is then followed by a 2 double crochet increase stitch. The next stitch should be above the treble crochet stitch that you did on the previous row, and in this stitch we'll be working 1 double crochet followed by 1 treble crochet stitch and 1 double crochet stitch all into that same stitch. Now we'll be working the exact same stitch as we did on the other side in reverse. So next we'll work 2 double crochet increase followed by 3 double crochet stitches, and we'll finish off the last 3 stitches with a 3 double crochet increase into each stitch. Once we've completed our last increase stitch, go ahead and find that chain space that we did earlier and work 2 single crochet stitches through the chain space. Now we'll work a slip stitch into that first stitch to close up the round. To continue to increase every round, we will just need to add 1 single crochet stitch at the beginning of each round, followed by an additional 1 double crochet stitch before every increase, just like how we would work a flat circle, which you can find in this tutorial here. Now let's go ahead and make one more round. To start the next round, we'll do a chain up of 1, and then we'll work 3 single crochet stitches, for the next stitch we'll work 1 double crochet stitch followed by an increase of 3 double crochet stitches, and we'll just repeat that 1 double crochet stitch followed by the 3 double crochet increase stitches 2 more times. Once you've completed all 3 sets, we will now work 1 double crochet stitch all the way until you've reached the 3 increase stitch at the bottom. So go ahead and work your double crochet stitch into the next 7 stitches. Once you've worked your way down, you will now work 2 double crochet increase stitch into the first group stitch, followed by a double crochet, a treble crochet, and one more double crochet stitch, all in the same stitch, just like the previous round. Just repeat the same stitch as you did on the other side in reverse. You will work 7 double crochet stitches, followed by an increase stitch, one double crochet stitch, and 2 more sets of 1 increase and 1 double crochet stitch. Once you've completed all 3 sets, you'll work 3 single crochet stitches all the way till the end. You'll slip stitch to close, and if you plan on working on a bigger heart, just continue to add 1 additional stitch to the beginning of the round and into each stitch before the increase, and repeat the same thing on the other side. Now let me show you real quick on how to weave in the ends. You'll take your yarn needle and wrap the yarn around it to form a loop, and you'll push the loop through the eyelet. For the center tail, I like to weave in the tail along the circle in one direction and then back the other. Just be careful not to push your needle too far back. Once done, just snip off the excess tail. Now you'll do the same thing for the last tail. You'll wrap the yarn around the needle and push the loop through the eyelet. For this end, I like to weave in through the rose post, in and out and back the other way. And snip off the excess tail. And now that you know how to make a basic flat heart, let's go ahead and make a poofy one. For this pattern, we will need to make 2 hearts of the same size. And for the second heart, you can continue working the loop from the last stitch, so no need to bind off. You will place the hearts sandwiched together like this, with the right side facing outwards. With the loop at the back, you'll insert your hook into the first stitch on the front heart and pull through that loop. You'll chain 1. Next, you'll insert your hook back into that first stitch through both pieces. You should be able to see 4 loops on your hook, the front and the back. You'll drop a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops. That will be your single crochet stitch. You'll continue to single crochet each stitch on both pieces together in the round until you're about 10 to 15 stitches away from closing. Once you have a little opening, take some stuffing. You can even use some scrap leftover yarn if you'd prefer. Use as much or as little as you like and make sure to push the stuffing all the way along the sides. Once you're happy with the shape, you'll continue to close up the heart. And if you find the stuffing poking out, just push them in all the way and you can adjust the shape later once you're done. Once you're at your last stitch, just go ahead and work a slip stitch into that first stitch to close up the round. Chain 1 to secure, and there you have the perfect squishy heart. And you know, if you made it a little bit bigger, you would have made yourself a nice huggable pillow. What other ideas can you think of? Next on the list is the granny square crochet heart. The heart pattern is very similar to the first heart that we made earlier, but with a few less stitches. Now let's get right into it. First, we'll work the magic ring by wrapping the yarn around our 3 fingers twice, and you'll pull up the second strand under the first. You'll pick up the working yarn and return the loop and work 2 chains. Next, you'll work 3 treble crochet stitches, and instead of 4 double crochet stitches, we'll only be working 3 double crochet stitches. Now we'll be working the bottom of the heart, which would be 1 treble crochet stitch, now you have half a heart, and we'll be repeating the same number of stitches on the other side in reverse. We'll work 3 double crochet stitches, followed by 3 treble crochet stitches. Our last stitch will be 2 chains and a slip stitch through the magic ring. We'll close up our magic ring and start the next round. For the next round, you'll insert your hook between the chain space and you'll work 2 single crochet stitches. Now into that next stitch, you'll work 3 double crochet stitches. And you'll work this 3 double crochet increase 2 more times. Once you've completed all 3 sets, you'll work a double crochet stitch into the next 3 stitches. Once you've reached the treble crochet stitch from the previous round, you'll work 1 double crochet followed by 1 treble crochet stitch and a double crochet stitch all in that same stitch. Now we'll be working the opposite side, repeating the same stitch that we did in reverse order. So here I'll be working 3 double crochet stitches, followed by a 3 double crochet increase stitch into the next 3 stitches. Once you've completed all 3 double crochet increases, go ahead and work 2 single crochet stitches into the chain space. Now to close up the round, we'll work a slip stitch into the middle of the ring. We'll drop a loop and work a slip stitch to close up this round. You should have 31 stitches plus 1 slip stitch in total. And this completes the crochet heart for our granny square. Now to start our granny square, we'll count 5 stitches from the divot. You'll insert your hook into that 5th stitch. You'll take a contrasting color, you'll drop a loop, you'll chain 1 to secure. Next, you'll chain 2. You'll work a double crochet stitch into the same stitch. You'll chain 2 and work 2 more double crochet increases into the same stitch. This will be our first corner stitch. Now for the next stitch, we'll work 2 half double crochet stitches, followed by a single crochet stitch, 2 more half double crochet stitches, 1 double crochet stitch, and a treble crochet stitch. This will be our second corner stitch, so go ahead and work another treble crochet stitch into the same stitch, chain 2, and another 2 more treble crochet stitch. For the next stitch, you'll work a double crochet stitch followed by 2 half double crochet stitches. Your next stitch should be a single crochet stitch on top of the treble crochet stitch at the bottom of the heart. You'll move on to 2 half double crochet stitches, 1 double crochet stitch, and 1 treble crochet corner stitch. So you'll work another treble crochet stitch followed by 2 chains and another 2 treble crochet stitch in the same stitch. Next, you'll work a double crochet stitch followed by 2 half double crochet stitches. You'll work 1 single crochet stitch followed by 2 half double crochet stitches, and this will be our 4th corner stitch, which will be a double crochet corner stitch. So go ahead and work 2 double crochet increase stitches, chain 2, and another 2 double crochet increase stitch into that same stitch. Now for our last side, we'll be working 2 half double crochet stitches, and for the next 2 stitches we'll be working a double crochet decrease. So we'll insert a hook, we'll draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, you'll draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all loops, and that will be your double crochet 2 together. For the next stitch, you'll work a treble crochet stitch into that slip stitch, now for the next 2 stitches, you'll work a double crochet 2 together stitch just like before, and 2 half double crochet stitches. Slip stitch into that first stitch to join the round. And there you go, you've just completed your granny square. I hope you enjoyed this 3-way heart crochet tutorial, and if you found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.